With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. But defensively, really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
James now to return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call our game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Ravens at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact,
and in for the Ravens touchdown. Jacoby Myers. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 40.
About playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy, but in this case he played it perfectly, read the football and went and made the interception.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The quick feet by Jackson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 24, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd and 10. Jackson, very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points up?
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense has... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There are 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
First down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, 28 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down. He's got it to the 43 here. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Inside handoff here to Ricard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mayfield on play action. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Mayfield to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the 3rd quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. It definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Carolina. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On third down, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Yetur Gross-Matos drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. Play action. It's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Mayfield on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Now Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout. and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's out right at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And some room to work. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Mayfield taking a shot here for Marshall. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Mayfield off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts. Maybe
downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Rodgers going to come out throwing. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. From the 41, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. This one swung out to Williams. And this is going to double their room to maneuver. Able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year. Last time out.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did his part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Goff. That pass caught, it's Williams. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Goff. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Play action. It's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. He's got this, complete to Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gone. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
He'll take this to the 46.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Packers 14, Lions 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Escaping the pressure. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off. Offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Taken down for the fifth time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
We're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
4 yards. One out. Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That is into the hands of Hawkinson downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, Goff. This is caught by Williams.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 46 yards. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Goff looking to throw. Being chased out. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
Play action. It's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Crosby with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Lions 9. Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch. The Lions take over first down and 10 at their own 21 yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That's a 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again into the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Running right, Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Packers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.